So the good people at Media Takeout posted a very interesting article about Nicki Minaj and this whole beef with Remy Ma. You know, Remy Ma put out that SHETHER record, the female ether. So Media Takeout posted a story titled Media Takeout World Exclusive. Nicki Minaj will not be doing a response to Remy Ma, and we've got the tea on why. Do you agree with Nicki's reasoning? Now, this article is posted February 28th of 2017. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing at this, you know. But here's what they wrote. MediaTakeout.com confirmed that Nicki Minaj will not be doing a response to Remy Ma's SHETHER diss track. And if you think it's because Nicki's scared, you're dead wrong. According to MediaTakeout.com's insider, Nicki is, quote, not giving that broke bitch the time of day, end quote. Here's the full response from a person extremely close to Nicki. We've been asked to print the response in its entirety. For the record, for legal reasons, let me just say this. I'm reading this from Media Takeout. If this information is not factual, it did not come from me at all. Take it up with Media Takeout. That's Nicki and her team, her lawyers, or anybody else that might want to talk some shit. This did not come from Meat Magazine. It came from Media Takeout. I'm merely reading it and giving my opinion on something that was posted on the internet. Do not come from me. Anyways, the person allegedly said, we are not giving that broke bitch any light. Her career was sheathered when she went to jail. She came out with that old 1995 flow, and the song was whack. You gotta say whack real corny. It was whack, like I'm quacking like a duck. Anyways, and the song was whack. There weren't any bars in it. She was just spitting some old Media Takeout gossip to a Nas beat. In a week, no one is gonna be talking about that song because it's whack. People are just talking about it because of the gossip in it, which is all lies. By the way, once people get over the gossip, no one is going to be bumping it. Nicki would destroy her. But why? It would only make that dumb bitch more relevant. We'd rather watch her starve. That bitch gonna be on EBT soon. We're going to continue to make hit songs and hit movies. Damn. Now that's the end of the article, but let me tell y'all something right now. It's very interesting because this is what I wasn't exactly, you know, thinking this the way that they worded it, but I was thinking like, well, I really want to say what I want to say for this other video. I'm going to say, you know, basically in a video that Remy won the battle, but Nicki won the war. You got to think about it like this, though. What would Nicki Minaj really get out of dissing Remy Ma? Even, let's say, for example, which I highly doubt, you know, because that was real hard. Like, Remy had one of the best diss records in hip hop history, arguably the best. It's at least in my top 5. I may have to put it in my top 3. It might be number 1. I got to go back and listen to everybody's diss records. Cannabis versus LL, Ice Cube versus NWA, stuff like that from back in the day to really figure it out. But basically, it was one of the best diss records I've heard. I have to go back to the Jay-Z and Nas beef, a lot of different miscellaneous beefs. But anyways, the point is this, though, I'm going to have to go back and really research and remember. I mean, wow. But as far as female rappers, yeah, this is the best, period. But I need to look into the overall, and it may be the best. If not, it's easily top 5. Man, but I said to myself, now what the hell would Nicki get out of dissing Remy Ma, even if she won? Think about it. Nicki Minaj is the top selling female rapper of all time, the biggest female hip hop act ever. The only one whose career could even hold a candle to hers is Lauryn Hill, and Lauryn Hill is a singer slash rapper slash musician. She does, well, you know, I mean, like, plays musical instruments, because singers and rappers are musicians as well, just a different type of musician. We're vocalists. But at the end of the day, you got to look at it like this. What would Nicki get out of dissing Remy Ma, even if she won? Let's say she sheathered Remy. What would Nicki get out of it? She already has the top spot. And as far as the biggest rappers on the planet are concerned, you know, the Drakes, Kanye West, Eminem, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Nicki. Out of the top 6 or 7 biggest rappers on the planet, Nicki's one of them. Actually, at this point, she's probably within the top 5. I mean, as far as the biggest acts, like can get the most money per show, can sell the most records, have the most accolades, all things considered, she's one of the top 5 biggest acts in hip hop. This is no shade to Remy, but Remy's not in the top 10 as far as that, or even the top 20 as far as that's concerned. And I'm not making fun of Remy because Remy's a dope rapper. So I'm not saying this like on some like trying to be funny style type shit. I'm a Remy fan. I'm just saying as far as like record sales and being able to get hundreds of thousands of dollars per show, touring the world and platinum plaques on the wall, #1 records, all things considered, Remy's not in the top 20. But Nicki, actually, if come to think of it, out of all the rap artists that have ever existed, Nicki, as far as all accolades are concerned, your Grammy wins, your #1 records, how many millions of records you sold, as far as singles and albums are concerned, Nicki Minaj is probably one of the biggest acts in hip hop history, period. This era and any other previous era. Not too many people are going to do a quarter of what she's done since 08 or 09 in less than 10 damn years. And forget the movies and all the rest of it. I'm just talking about the music. Forget the perfume line, the clothing line with Kmart, all that other good stuff that she's done. Just the music. Nicki is a rarity. You don't see something like that every day. You don't see something like that every year. She's one of those, once every few years we get somebody who can do big things that can rival what Nicki's doing. Once every 3 to 5 years, like we get a Kanye or a Drake, somebody like that who's going to be really big. It's more like every 5 years or so. As a matter of fact, I would say every 5 to 10 years. Very, very, very rare. What in the world would somebody as big as Nicki, being the superstar that she is, not just a rap, I'm going to use the L word, Nicki is a rap legend. She's a pop icon. What the hell would she get out of beating Remy in a battle or dissing her at all? What I'm saying is, even if she won the battle, which I think Remy basically got her, she should just gracefully bow out. What in the world would Nicki get out of it? You got to think about it like this. This is her career we're talking about. People were like, oh, I want it to be juicy and I'm loving the gossip. I love what Remy said about her in the song. And blah. But forget all of that. Think about it from a logical business standpoint. What in the world would Nicki Minaj get out of beating Remy Ma in a battle? Honestly, nothing. She would earn absolutely nothing from it. So when weighing your options, you got to think about it like this. If Nicki loses the battle, she gets made fun of. If Nicki ignores Remy Ma, that's the ultimate spit in the face. Because of this record, like what Remy did, that was cool and everything, and it was a really, really good record. But is it going to sell? Probably not. Are people still going to be talking about it a month later? Maybe a little bit. But things move so fast, like lightning speed nowadays. This isn't like 1995 or even 2005, where people will be talking about it 2 or 3 months later. And here's where Remy effed up. And I'm going to talk about this in my video about how Remy won the battle but lost the war. And it's really best that Nicki just focuses on her pop thing. She needs to drop a pop record right now. Forget a hip hop record. She needs to put out a pop record. But let me explain something to you. Where Remy messed up is this. When you release a diss record like that, the publicity that you're going to get from it, the fact that, what was it she talked about on like talk shows like The Real? We're talking about like, you know what I'm saying? Like mad people were talking about that record because it was so brutal. It was crazy. It was insane. It was bananas. Jay-Z, it was bananas. It was crazy. It was just, she dug up in her ass. I know I can't do that good of a Jay-Z impression. The point is this, though. It was a dope record and everything, but Remy fucked up for one reason. because she didn't have a hit record to put out right around the time that the diss record comes out to use the momentum and the publicity from SHETHER to promote the commercial record. The fact that, you see, SHETHER should have been the jab, and then there should have been a hit, which should have been the hook right after that. But she didn't do that, which was a big mistake as far as the business of music is concerned. Okay, she got some temporary publicity. People talked about her for a while, but did she monetize that? What did she get? That's, in other words, what I'm saying is this: other than, ooh, you gotta win, sis, you crushed Nicki Minaj, you melted the plastic Barbie doll. Other than all of that symbolic shit, what did Remy even get out of it? She put out a really dope record, but she wasted her energy on shitting on Nicki on a really good record, and she didn't really get much out of it. That shit should be like the wind in your sails. But sales and sail, you know, SAILSALE in your sail. And what she should have had was something to sell. She should have had the boat ready and let that wind blow the boat to her destination. In other words, you got to have that record that's a guaranteed bona fide hit, and then make SHETHER the B side. But you need that A side, because nobody got anything out of it except for us fans. The only people, because a lot of people are like, well, Remy won. No. Remy didn't win. We won, because we got to hear a dope record, and people got to laugh at Nicki for a minute and clown her and say, haha, you took an L like Meek Mill. He got his revenge. You know, we won as fans, as listeners. But what did Remy really get out of it? Other than to say, I beat that bitch. That's it. Meanwhile, Nicki over here buying an island, sipping a fucking martini. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but anyways, as I'm trying to tell you, there has to be some sort of benefit other than saying, haha, I won. But anyways, this is all my opinion, and I'm going to make a nice video about that, how breaking different things down connected to it, and how, you know, at the end of the day, that's cool. Remy's record was dope, one of my favorite diss records of all time, easily. But at the end of the day, really, we won as listeners, because we got the best song of 2017 so far, which was SHETHER. And she used her energy towards that instead of making a hit. Because you got to think about it like this. Literally, Nicki Minaj is Superman. Remy Ma thought SHETHER was kryptonite, the one thing that could take Superman down. But it wasn't. What could take Nicki Minaj down is Remy making a hit record. Because you need water to put out fire. All right? Nicki Minaj being a part of what she's a part of, being a part of that machine, a part of that beast that's behind her, the major record labels, the distributors and all of that, like that Remy was pointing out, like, look at all these people that get paid before you get paid. But all of those millions that Nicki's made, doesn't she make Forbes? So are you clowning somebody who's making Forbes? See what I'm saying? It's like it's funny and everything, and I really love the record, but if you really have to use your noodle and really think about it, the way to defeat Nicki is to beat her at her own game. You got to make a hit, rather multiple hits. That would really affect her. Okay? You got to fight Superman with kryptonite. Nicki Minaj's kryptonite is another chick being on her level, doing what she does. Not making Nicki's not really a battle rapper like that. She can do battle rap, and she tore up Lil' Kim, and I love Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim has been my favorite female rapper since forever. But you know, Nicki's not really a battle rapper like that. But anyways, this is all my opinion. What do I know? I'm just an asshole with a microphone. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine, Meat Magazine 7 on Google Plus, and Meat Magazine blog on Instagram. Damn, Nicki looks good in that selfie. Woo! Meat Magazine.